Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is Undisturbed Potato, and we're back with another Vault Hunters episode. Last episode, we were vaulting and whatnot, but in between that episode to now, it's been about 4 days of non-stop playing. I have went into a few vaults just because I was getting bored building, and I've leveled up quite a bit. Right now, I'm now level 55 and I'm about to use the expertise point to get Angel Block. Because, man, I wish I had that. Or I wish when I hit level 50, that's what I would have unlocked right away, rather than putting it into something else. Because, yeah, building was a little pain in the crack. And as you can see, you could kind of see the wall right there, and we have a huge staircase leading up to our new place. And with that, let's put the point in to Angel Block. There we go. As for our other skill point, I think I'm gonna save it and unlock this whenever we can, because Hunter right now is pretty weak. So yeah, this might be very helpful. But as we make our way up, oh yeah, this area, I cleared it out because today's episode is making create farms. So I'll do my best to make these farms and explain how they operate and show any little tricks that I may know that can help you guys out. But as we make our way up, you could kind of see a small little glimpse of what we were working on. It is not completely done, but I got a majority of it done. So here we got our little perch, so we could just look out over the mountain. We're going to be able to see our stuff. And there was a nice little village here, so we could turn it into our little mini kingdom. You know, charge those peasants, give them sticks, and in return, demand emeralds. But yeah, as I said, this is what we're working with. It's not too bad. Let me go into this. But yeah, this is what we're gonna call base. I haven't completely finished it. As you can see, the grass is not done. As for the wall design, I have yet to unlock building gadgets. I was waiting to get that to start replacing the blocks on the building. But other than that, we got our little tower set up. 3 out of all these towers do have elevator blocks, so if we want to go up into the little perch area, we can and look over everything. And let's come back over here. As we make our way in, we got a nice little big tree here. We got some paths leading us to the different areas. Of course, that is still empty, but as I said, it does have an elevator block, so we can just go up and look out. Over here, we got our little cafeteria and our little kitchen and pantry with some stuff for us. Little food bits that makes it nice and cozy. Over here we have our little research area. So you got the bookshelves. Whoops. So you got the bookshelves and the blaze rods or brewing stands, and I put the alchemy table over here. And throughout vaulting, we have hit a few archives that do increase our bottles stats. And I didn't realize that you have to come to the alchemy table to actually apply it. So for this mixture that we have that heals us, if we really wanted to, we can add some of these stats to it. I think some of the cool ones that would be very helpful would be gain immortality for 8 seconds. There have been many times where I got trapped and I'm just getting smacked around. I can't heal, and the bottle's the only thing I have, so I'm just drinking it until my dash is back up to get out of my situation. So I think immortality would be super handy since it gives you 8 seconds. You just gotta drink it, wait, and drink some more. That sounds awesome to me. Another stat that we could probably do is do the active cooldowns by 60%, because that hunter takes 10 minutes for it to be back up again. So if we use it in the beginning of the vault at let's say 23 minutes, at 13 we'll be able to use it again, and then at 3. But if we could reduce it by 60%, that means every 4 minutes we should be able to use Hunter, which is way better. Not to mention you could add absorption hearts, regeneration, speed, and restore your mana with this, which I think is awesome. So we might touch on that depending on how much time we have in this episode. I'm gonna try making this one a little bit shorter. So yeah, I'm just gonna focus purely on making the create farms, showing off the castle, maybe dabbling in a few other things, and that'll be it. Down here, I have a huge project coming up, but yeah, as we make our way through, I didn't show off, but we have our little training area. So we got our target dummies and our targets. Pretty cool if I say so myself. I moved the portal into this tower. If we come up, as I said, you could look over everything. And I think our little courtyard is pretty nice over here. So yeah, if you make your way over, got a nice little fountain. Got some flowers, some bushes. And then everything that we had at our base, we brought it over. As for the jewels, as I said, I'm keep them in chests because I'm pretty sure if you keep this in the refined storage, it could bug out or cause crazy lag. So I'm gonna do my best to keep gear and jewels outside. So yeah, we got our fancy focuses and we got all our jewels up here. Some of the armor that I've been thinking about using, some of these are ability power based and or mana based. Yeah, those pieces of armor I am very interested in because apparently AP or using abilities that uses AP is pretty good and it does pretty good damage. So I want to try that out. I've already made a little skill set over here. So maybe next episode we'll go into a vault and try out the magic route. Yeah, I moved the little waystone over here. As you can see, I got rid of our old base waystone. I just know near our base was some slime chunks, so I just moved the waystone to those slime chunks. So if we ever need slime, I can just head over there, collect some, and come back. But yeah, this is our base. Moved everything over. Over here, I had a little importer connected. However, it drained our energy way faster than I thought. So I disconnected the exporter that I had going, which was taking out all the useless stuff, bringing it into the diffuser, and crushing it up. Which, not gonna lie, is pretty nice because it'll help keep this empty, which reduces the amount of space in the storage drives. And yeah, I did do some testing with Colossal Chests and Refined Storage, connecting the two using an external storage cable, and yeah, turns out you can connect it. So down here we have the max size wooden Colossal Chest, and so far, using it, moving everything over, it's doing pretty good. And if we need more space, I'm thinking of just upgrading it. So yeah, that's what I've done offline. Just work on this castle, hit a few volts, and set everything up so the gameplay would be smoother. But yeah, now that it's nighttime, let's make our angel block and then go to bed. So we can start working on our create things. So type angel. That, honestly, that makes me a wee bit sad, but oh well. I'll just need to hit some volts in between episodes to get as much ore as possible. Damn. Okay, oh yeah, our soul shards have been coming down pretty quickly just because I've been finding some cards. Let's see. Booster. Yeah. As you can see, I found some of these in the shop and some gems and catalysts. Yeah, let's see what we get from this one. Adds a level to heal. Ooh. 2 and 6 stat cards. I don't use that. Looks like this might be the best one. Wild Booster. I mean, This one's shiny. Why not? And for the arcane, ooh. Honestly, I might go with the Frost Nova, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be using that one exactly. So I'll nah, cause then you need at least 7. This one's 4. Yeah, I'm most likely not gonna use Ice Bolt, so we'll just go with the poison one. We'll save this. As for these two, let's see how we could add it in here. So that's a stat. Yep. So boom. That adds that. And then this counts as an evolution. So this is not evolution. Does that? Yep, we still keep that. And we put this one right here. Boom. So now if we look at item quantity, now it's increased to 0.6%, which is pretty cool. And so with that, I'm gonna grab some of the create stuff, head down, and I'll meet you guys there. Alright guys, and we are back, and I have finished prepping all the things that we might need. And looking at it, the first thing we're gonna set up is a tree farm, which shouldn't be too hard. You mainly just need a water wheel, a mechanical bearing, I'd say 3 deployers. I have 4 for something else. Same with the saw, that's something else entirely. But 3 deployers, 3 saws, 2 portable storage interfaces, 1 list filter, smart chute, of course, sapling of your choice, and some super glue. I use linear chassis just because it looks nice, but you don't need to use this. You could use any block. After all, the super glue is what binds it all together and keeps everything in place. So to start this off, let me move some things around. Okay. I'm gonna move it, I think I'm gonna build it. In fact, I might do it right here, because then I could just do the gravel stuff and send it out that way. And there's a lot more room that way. So, little tree farm right here won't be in the way. I'm gonna put it right here. So, first things you want to do is make a little 2x3, mainly. Because you're just gonna put a small little water wheel from create right in the middle, right here. And just like that, boom, now you have your source of stress to operate the machine. You're also going to need water to make sure it actually rotates. So if I put it this way, it's going to rotate that way. If I want it to go the other way, I put it on this side. As for how I want it to rotate, I'm not too sure yet. So let's grab all the things we're going to need. Let's do this. And first things you want to do is put the berry down so you know where, oh, let's flip this guy. Yep. Put it down so you know what area you're operating with. And next thing you do is put a linear chassis. I'm gonna bring it out this way. I'm gonna do like that. So let's do this. The blocks we are working with are linear chassis, and this is 5 blocks out. The main reason is I'm gonna skip the little middle piece right here. I don't want it placing any blocks here, but I do want it working over here. So what I can do is glue all these together, but this also just works on its own, holding together. I don't know where that number went, but earlier you could see that number 8. So it would hold all 8 blocks, but yeah. So I'm gonna put the super glue right here, because this will allow you to automatically glue things onto your contraption. So here, I wanna put these guys, oops, I thought I was holding the saws. Boom, put the saws right there. Grab these chassis, and you could do a little something like this. Yep, kind of like that. Just cause you need, no, that's too high. My bad. Yeah. Something like this. Yeah, because deployers don't interact with the bottom underneath. It has to be 2 blocks away. So 1, 2 interacts with the floor. And then here, you just make sure you put 1 deployer down. And then when you're looking at it, set it to your saplings so it only places saplings. You don't want it placing down wood. That'll just mess this up. So every single time, just come over here, press the sapling. It's going to look a little ugly, but I kind of don't care. Actually, let's get it to rotate. Come on. Don't be stubborn. Okay, there we go. So now that these have been set to sapling, these will always plant saplings. The saws will cut everything down, and you need some storage for it. So you grab the barrel, put a barrel down, boom. You have storage, you have something cutting, you have something placing. It'll move because you have your stress units down here and it's all connected to the bearing. If you want to make sure everything's connected, you can look here. We don't need this top piece. As for this stuff, you don't really need to connect it, but I'm going to do it just to show you. So boom. Just like that. Whoops. You to there. Yeah. Cool. It's all connected. So if we're to turn this on, you'll see that it starts moving. Boom. And it starts going. It'll cut everything down and it'll place anything you need it to. Let's pick that up. Boom. Locks back in place. The only thing you need to do here would be to put your little portable storage interface. Whoops. Yeah. And this will interact with the other one, allowing you to actually deposit the things. So if I put a little gap here, I'll build it right here. So here we could put a barrel. On top of it, we'll put a chute. And on top of that, we'll put the interface. Let's rotate it. So when it's spinning, every time it gets close by, they'll do the little kissy kissy and touch each other and drop the items down. Over here, you use your little list filter, put a sapling, you click deny. So you don't want this to give you the saplings, you always want the saplings to be in the machine so it could always have something to plant. So here, you put the little filter, or one of them, on here. So now, this will deposit the apples, sticks, and the wood. And with that, you basically have your tree farm done. All that's left for you to do is to throw some water down. I'm gonna leave it open just because I don't have a clutch and threshold thing set up yet. So once I notice that this is getting kind of full, I'll turn it back off. But at some point, I plan on making those 2 things because then we could just automate this. I don't have the materials set right now, and I kind of just want to get this done and out of the way so I can start working on the other farms. But yes, here, all you gotta do, throw some saplings. Let's destroy this. Wonder if, yeah, let's grab some dirt from over here. And let's put it over here. I don't know why, but it's lagging like crazy. Or it started lagging like crazy as soon as I started putting create things down. So that's fun. We have the saplings in there. We put this here. Boom. Starts putting everything down. Just to make sure it works, I brought some bone meal and we're gonna do this. Boom. Now we're gonna watch it rotate. It's gonna touch, it's gonna cut it, and it's gonna deposit the stuff into the barrel. As you can see, it stops, it deposited the things, saplings stayed in, and it's just gonna keep doing its thing. So let's give it another 2 trees to work with and watch it as it works. Nice. As you can see, wood was deposited, apples and sticks, saplings stayed in, and any other saplings will be placed down. Just like that. we have a quick little tree farm. That was nice and easy. Alright, now we are gonna set up... Whoa. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to... Oh, this only generates 128 SU? What? So they reduced the amount of stress units these things produce. I was pretty sure the large water wheels produce 512 and then these smaller water wheels produce 256, but I guess this only produces 1280? Let's check that out. That is quite a pain. Wow. So I might need to make way more water wheels than I thought. Wow. That is... Huh. So these do produce 128. As for the big one, we'll produce 512 SU. Well, if that's going to be the case, then I'll be back. I guess I need to make this into a large water wheel version. So we do this. Now we have 5 of these, which should be around 2,500 stress units, which is way more than that measly, what was it, 1,024? But the real question is, does it work correctly now? And I'm probably gonna need to get rid of this stuff right here, or this water source, since they're interacting with one another. So we do that. And then if I put the water wheels right here. Yep. And then if I connect it to the stressometer. Okay, yeah. So now it's 2,560 stress units, which is way better, but yeah, did not expect that. Well, to make the little machine area that we want, we're gonna need a little bit of room because we're gonna set up a cobblestone generator. And before I do that, I also want to put down a gearbox right away. The reason why I want to put down a gearbox is because over here I would like to use some shafts, bring it out, and create a little area where we could just crush up some chromatic iron to double it. And any other ore that can be doubled or quintupled, whatever the create recipe is. So I'm gonna bring it off over here and have that do its own thing. And then on this side is where I'm gonna build the cobblestone generator into all the other block farms. So let's start that up. We are gonna want to speed it up just a bit. So to do that, we have to do a little bit of gear ratio. And I'd recommend to have a andesite casing on you when you do this, because you could put one of these here. And then you put a small little cog that increases speed, and then you just keep doing that, but alternating. So on top of the small one, you put a big one. It speeds up just a little bit. Over here, you can't put a cog. It'll interact differently, and it'll just break. As I could show you, boom, it just broke. To fix that, all you have to do is get andesite casing and right click right here. And that will allow you to put the small cog, and it'll act independently of the cog behind it. So you put that, boom, it works. And you could just rinse and repeat that. And it does not use the andesite casing. Same goes with belts. They're usually open in the bottom, but if you know you're not gonna put any more shafts there or connect it to anything else, you could just use the andesite casing to make it more square. And then right here, we do that, speed it up, and we'll do it one more time. And just like that, we have achieved some pretty good RPM. But yeah, so we sped that up. And then now in this area, we're going to want to work on our cobblestone generator. So let's grab this, help us out a little bit. So I don't want to connect it right away. So I'll be putting it a block away from this. And then boom. Do a little something like this. Just like that. We have that. And I need some blocks. I don't know why I didn't get any. This will be pretty quick. And then right here, we'll do something like this. Actually, I forgot. This is where we put the shafts. Yeah. Okay. Let's grab some more of these guys. Boom, boom. Okay. So this is going to be waterlogged. This is where the stone is going to be made. One traveling spot, and then we're going to want it to be crushed. So, put down our drills. We're going to have to do something like this. Gonna mine. Here, block, move one, and we'll connect it going this way. Oops. Okay. If I can't see, you guys can't see. Okay. So we do this. Grab some of the belts. And we just do a little connection like this. Boom. Just like that. And then let's do trapdoor right here. Trapdoor right here. We'll do some glass here. Boom. Boom. Let's waterlog this real quick. Whoops, over here. Just like that. All connected. Then up here. Could do a little something like this. Grab one of these. Put it right there. And boom. That'll automatically get us our stone. This will mine it up. It'll move down here. And then we're going to have a belt going this way. And we're going to move it into a set of crushers right here. So the real question is, if I were to set the bottom up, how can I connect it? See, let's, instead of making it faster, see what happens if we do this speed. Nah, it's a little too slow. I'm gonna go downwards. Go down with it. And then right here, we use some gearboxes. Let's use a vertical one. Whoops. Hello? Okay, that was a little odd. Yeah. We'll rotate it. Come on, I need it. I mean, I need it to rotate the other way. So do I need to set one of these up first, then one of these? Yeah, that would make sense. There's a side casing right here. Accent independent. Any other gearbox right here? Aw, crap. Of course, it has to be one of these. Yep. And here I could just put some chain drives and connect them all up, and it'll automatically spin because of that. Here we have our gearbox, and we're gonna need a connector right here, and then we're gonna need one right here. And all we gotta do is something like this. Okay, it's going in the opposite direction. Easy fix to that. Another gearbox. Boom. So I got the rotation I wanted from here. Let's see if I could get the rotation I want from here. No, because that's gonna go that way. It's not gonna spin the right way. Which means just throw another gearbox here. If there's an issue, just gearbox. That's what I usually just do. And then you just throw another belt there. Boom. So now, if you connect this with a chain drive, it'll mine the cobblestone, or mine the stone, turn it into cobblestone. All the cobblestone will line up right here. You'll get moved over here. And then what I want to do is put a barrel right here. Then put some funnels. Just because you could set this funnel. Nope. Out. You could set this funnel to drop X amount of stuff. And since that's going to be mining kind of fast, I wanted it to drop exactly 16 at a time, because I'm pretty sure that's how much a crushing wheel could crush at once. I'm not sure. But yeah. So we do this. It'll throw the stuff down here. And then I could continue it going that way and loop it out that side. So from here, let's see. This is rotating the exact way I want it to. So we'll do something like this. Let's see, drops it here. Goes into the millstone. No. Crushing wheel right here. Exit into another area. So we'll do this. Connect this here. Boom, we got the right rotation. Now all we got to do here for fun is, whoops. Nope. Do a little that. Do a little magic with this right here. Nope. Like that. One. And I did the same mistake. Vertical, not normal. So you do this and that. They'll both be rotating in opposite directions. This one's going this way. This one's going clockwise. And this one's going counterclockwise, which is the exact rotations we need. So we come over here, you grab some crushing wheels, put it right there, and these things are ready. Only thing we got to do here is nothing really. And this will make us gravel. So from here, this is where things can get a little hard and confusing, because my experience with these next objects that I'm gonna use is pretty limited, if I'm being honest. Okay, so let's clear up some room. Put everything up here. Okay, cleaned up that mess just a little bit. But yeah, tunnels. The way tunnels work is one thing can go into them and then it'll distribute things. Unless you set it to a certain thing, then it'll distribute said objects to said belts. And here, this is already creating gravel. And I want to set this to send gravel in 3 directions. Because I want 1 gravel being stored, I want 1 gravel being sent to being turned into sand, and I want the other gravel sent to make an iron farm. So I'm gonna need 3 belts, and with this I also need more shafts down. Let's see, how do I want to set this up? If I send it down this way, what I could do is a little trick that I learned. I don't remember who I saw it from, but you can extend your belts by just grabbing a belt and right clicking on the current line you have. So if I just do this one more time, I could throw a shaft right there and it's rotating. So here I could set it to do different things. So let's extend this a little bit more. And we'll do this. So we'll connect this and this one. And then here, I want to set it just like that. I'm not too sure if that's the right way. Let's see. Yeah, okay, they don't combine at all. As I said, my experience using tunnels is limited, but what I do know is you could always check their settings to see if they're doing the thing you want it to do. So you come up here, and here you just put split, make sure all of them are set to split, and that'll help. Because then what I could do is, okay, let's turn off magnet mode, throw off 63, and it's been split. Just like that, each one has 21. So it works exactly how I want it to. So right here, all I gotta do is put a barrel and put a funnel, and that'll store the gravel. Over here, I'm gonna put another little line to send it this way so that I could put some fans to turn it into some iron flint. And then the other one, I'm gonna send it a little bit this way to make some sand. So let's sleep and get working on that. This is very fun. This is my first little create farm. I don't know how well this is gonna be, but hopefully this kind of makes sense. If not, just do exactly what I'm doing and you could kind of do this. There's people out there that do way better tutorials and talk about how you could do this. I'm just trying my best. I've been messing with Create for, I'd say, about 2 months now. 2 months of actually understanding how some of this stuff works. So I don't know any advanced methods with this stuff. I'm just doing what I can here. But yeah, if we come over here, I made a compacting drawer. And if I do this, let's see, if I do it like this, can I just put a funnel in the back of it? Let's see. Yep. And then if I come over here and I do this, looks like you could get up to double compressed, which is really nice because then you could always uncompress it to get large amounts of gravel. So this will be awesome. Okay, right here, I want to send this off to get me some. Let's do this real quick, like that. Do that. Let's grab a gearbox. Let's turn this back to normal. And if we put it here, nope, not the direction we want. Okay, where's my wrench? Where's some more gearboxes? And this is where I find out whether I need more or less gearboxes. Okay, so that's rotating the direction I do want it to go in. So then I do that. And just like that, we have it moving, as I said, in the direction we want it to. So from here, we're gonna need some fans blowing here so we could get our results. Okay, how do I want to set this up? Let's extend this a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna have to waterlog it right here. So we get 2 fans to make this process just a little fast. Like that. Nope. In fact, I kind of need to give it some room so I could test how I want to set it up. Come on, other way. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna need it to blow into this area. Here, all I gotta do is put 1 block like that so that the water just doesn't flow everywhere. Okay. How do I want to connect this? But before that, I think it would be wise to get our chromatic iron and crush it and double it. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'll be back when I have way more materials to get this thing going. Just a quick little update for you guys. I did go up to base and grab all our chromatic iron, all the raw chromatic iron, and the ore that we had. I put the ore down and I have broken it to get even more clumps, and what I did was, utilizing this little thing we already made, I threw all the clumps in here, or yeah, basically, and right now we're just doubling it. So I think we had around 1.4 to 1.7 thousand chromatic iron. So after this it should be about 3.4, but as you can see I have been making it into chromatic iron blocks so that I could turn it into andesite casing, because to make andesite casing you need the chromatic iron block and andesite alloy, which you just right click the alloy onto the block, and to make the alloy is also chromatic. So it uses a lot of chromatic, but right now since we're making our machines that's going to help us progress along in the series, this is a necessary investment. And so far I've already made 80 andesite casing, and I plan on making another 54, and basically all I'm doing now is waiting until all the iron has been crushed down, then I'm gonna cook it, and then I'll be back to continue the build. And this time we should have everything, so it should proceed a lot more smoothly. And with that, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, and I am back, and this time I have way more materials than needed. I had to fix up my tree farm. Apparently when you mine out the inside, you're supposed to mine out the inner too, because it just kept getting stuck. So I did that real quick. Oh, and we got a nice little tree growing. As we come back in, let's watch what happens. Boom. 0 issues. Nice. Well, I was doubling some ore, so I destroyed the tunnel that we had, and because of how much chromatic iron we had, I made plenty of andesite casing, leading to making tons of new blocks. And because of the surplus of materials, I made some more drills, and I made the encased chain drives, so these are ready. And I want to connect another 5 drills on this side. I'm gonna set this to throw out, let's see, it's making 10. So every 20 cobblestone it collects, it'll spit it out. So right here, for the gravel that we're going to be storing, come on, go forward. There we go. So for this one, all I'm going to do is put one of these compacting drawers and put a funnel on it. So we just go like that. Do a little something like this, and there. Gravel. Okay, for the gravel that gets spit out on the first one, we're gonna want to be washing this one. So, to figure out which way this is spinning, what we can do is grab some chain drives, bring it out this way, and let's grab the gearboxes. Because all we got to do is something like this. Boom, boom. And just like that, it's pushing in the direction we want it. So with that, we can say we want to go like this. Yep, pushing inwards. And all we got to do is bring it one forward. Or I could just leave it. Yeah, we'll just leave it this time. And then all we got to do is do the same thing over here. So let's bring it out this way. Let's do one more. Or in this case, I could just do something like this. And it's also pushing. So what we could do is the same thing. Boom. Come over here. Boom. Nope. Wrong direction. Boom. And then here we just waterlog it. Okay, I need to grab more water. So we just run over here. Do that. Come back this way. Boom. And just like that, this will wash the gravel. So we got some gravel being stored. We have the process set for the gravel to be washed. And then over here, we just got to make the other process so that it gets made into sand. In which I could just keep bringing it forward. I think that would be decent instead of me turning it this way. So that's what I'm gonna do. First, let's sleep. When it comes to this, I also need to set it so that, where is it? I need to stop pressing B. It's over here. Compacting drawer. Well, this I need to set 2 of them up because we're going to be doing 1 for iron and 1 for gravel, or 1 for the flint. The flint could be compacted into another square, and then iron, well, that one has a few steps that it could do. So, I'm going to need to put a barrel down and then have this pull out the items and put it into the respective drawer. And to do that, I think I'm just going to do something like this. Get the funnel. Do that. So it should wash and then go, oh, first. This is where we have the brass funnels and where it comes in handy. Because what we could do is just grab another filter. And then this filter, all we got to do is set it so that it doesn't accept gravel. So we just mine this. Get rid of the oak, put gravel, and just put deny. So as long as it's denying gravel, we just put it on this filter instead, or I mean this funnel, and then boom. The gravel will stay here until it's completely washed. Then the iron and flint will go inside here. Then from there, all I gotta do is grab a pipe. Let's just grab all of them and see if there's a way to sort things. So if I were to do this and just right click it, is there any inventory? Nope. If I, okay, nothing happens like that. So I guess this is where I kind of need to set it up. But what I can do is just do this, do that, do this, and then if I come up here, okay, give me that, and then right click that. Now it is transferring items, so now it's extracting, which is pretty good. That's exactly what we wanted to do. So if I were to do this, you see the gravel, it's being washed. It's gonna take a little bit. Oh, there we go. And just like that. Huh. Looks like it gave us absolutely nothing. Yep, I'm looking at it. I don't see anything. And if we go over here to check our stress, we're still low, but that will change as soon as we add the chain drives. But for now, this is working as we wanted to. So let me go get some iron and flint so I could set those things up. Iron. Boom. Exactly what we wanted to do. And then flint. Boom. Got that side done. And so we connect it. It should be working as intended. But since we're over here, we also want to do the sand. So let's grab this back out. And just keep extending it out. Okay. Because this one, we're going to need to put another set of crushing wheels. So I think I'm going to put it probably like right here. I think this is a decent spot. Because I kind of need a little bit room to access this, so actually, we'll put it right here. Let's grab the gearboxes. We're going to need 2 verticals. Learn my lesson. And we could do this. Makes it a little bit easier. Connect it. And just like that, you got them rotating different directions. Which means you could grab 2 more crushing wheels. Put them here. Voila. Now that'll produce us some sand. And if we look over here, still got a little more than half the stress units available, which is good. So this is gonna crush any gravel that comes over here and turn it into sand, and then same thing here. We're just gonna grab that sand and just store it, just like everything else. So got to remember it's over here. This one's for sand, and we have andesite funnel for this one as well. So here, go like that, and like that. Perfect. And then let's connect it all up and see how this goes. I think this is pretty solid for a starter little factory. Produces gravel, sand, iron, and I forgot to set it up over here so that we could get some cobblestone. I mean, cobblestone's not that big of a deal. I have a lot, and I could collect plenty of it whenever I want. After all, I have this unbreakable Paxel, and I have the Shatter up there, which mine's a 5x5. So if I really needed cobblestone that bad, I could just mine it. Not to mention, we're going to upgrade this at some point, so this, I'm not going to worry too much about what we have going on here. Instead, I just want to get it done so we can move on to another farm. So let's connect this all up and see how this works. Let's keep magnet mode off. And then we could just work on this side. Boom. And just like that, we got our cobblestone being cut up. It's getting kind of blocking up. But let's check everything else out. So here we already have one compressed. Let's see, here we already have a bit of sand. Kind of don't want sandstone. So since I don't want sandstone, I'm gonna make a normal barrel, bring it down here, and then I'll put it right there. But over here, I think we are starting to get some nuggets and some flint. So it looks like everything is working rather well. Except for the fact that we're getting all this excess cobblestone, so I think I'm gonna disconnect this side and see if this helps clear it up, because I don't want blocks just chilling, because that's gonna cause us to lag. So let's clean this up. So looks like this is a better speed. So it looks like this is working a little bit better. If I see blocks keep on popping out, I will disconnect one more, but seems like it's working now. Okay, let's go make that barrel real quick. Looks like everything's working pretty well. Now we're just backing up the gravel belt, which is a little annoying. Ah, I see. Flint. Does that happen? Let me see. Sand. When crushing. Yep. Flint and clay are also products. Huh. Let's do one of these. And then we'll just have the flint get deleted. I think that would be the best course of action, because the clay will be handy just in case we need it. So we go like this, barrel right here, and a side funnel. So now it goes in, and then right here, let's see, we have a list filter. Yep, I made a few of them. So here, only flint, allow, and then what we can do is just make a little lava pit right here. Boom. Grab one of you, put it there. Okay. Let's just grab this real quick, just because it's gonna dump everything into the lava real quick. Oh, nope, not yet. Filter, set to flint only, and then flip it, boom. So only flint will be deleted now. And then from here, we could just set this drawer down right here. And actually, let's extend it one more. Yeah. Then we'll put it right here. Then we're gonna have a little odd game of here you go and thank you. So he's gonna say here you go. He's gonna say thank you. Just like that. So now we're gonna store sand, and when it gets to the clay, it's gonna have both. And then here, you can just put an upgrade in. So boom. Now this will store a lot more clay and a lot more sand. The flint that's created from making the sand will be deleted. Some of the gravel will be compressed. And then over here, our flint and iron will also be compressed. And if we come over here, looks like a few blocks managed to fall out. Not that big of an issue, but how I said, I don't want lag to happen. So we'll remove some of these and let it be only for mining. And looks like this is working rather well. Yeah. So now we have an iron farm, flint, gravel, sand, and clay. And of course, if you want to make more clay, you could divide this even further by putting another tunnel set so that some of the sand stays here, some of it keeps on going for it to be washed into clay balls, and then you could go another step further by cooking that clay into terracotta and then having that crushed down into red sand and then that being washed to produce gold nuggets. But that'll be for another episode. For now, we're just setting up a basic factory. And let's check how much stress units we're using. And just like that, we still have 832 stress units available. And if we look over here, this is only using 64. So that means we could put a few more little fans down to allow us to do haunting, smoking, and washing. So for this one, all I gotta do is grab some more fans. Since this is spinning the right direction, all we gotta do here is throw a shaft down right there, connect the fan, there we go. And we could do it 2 more times, which is perfect because all we gotta do here is put a block right here, one right here, one right there. Whoops. Yeah, just like that. And then here we just, let's see, where is it? Pressure plate. I just do this because it's simple. Just like that. And we got lava. And then, oh, we don't have a water bucket. It's awesome. But let's grab, nope, let's grab one from the middle. So we could do this. Boom, now we have washing. We have smelting. Now we just need haunting and smoking, which those are also pretty easy to do. All we gotta do for those is go up here, grab 1 soul sand and 1 netherite, or netherrack, not netherite. Imagine that. So, soul sand, 1 of you. Over here we just get some netherrack, 1 of you. And then we get some flint and steel, so we can light it up. Boom. Let's go this way. Let's get it down here. Boom. Okay. Let's put the soul sand right there, and then netherrack right here. And then for these two, boom. As you can see, this one will smoke stuff, so with your foods and whatnot, if you want to cook it in a furnace, this is your best bet. If you want to change something to something else, soul is for you, or haunting is what it's called. One of the examples is lapis. You can haunt lapis, and you'll get, or you have a chance of getting prismarine shards and prismarine crystals. So, that's also really cool. So if you ever have that pop up on something that you need and you don't have it, this is one of the methods of obtaining said things. Bulk washing, there's a lot of things you could do with washing. So yeah, just use your JEI, press U, and for the most part you could see what some of the processes, or what processes can occur on the item you're looking at. But yeah, let's check this out. And just like that, we still have 640 SU remaining, which is quite a bit. I won't lie. We got everything set up how we want it. We got everything stacking. This is perfect. Look at that. It's a good start. Alright guys, I am back and I have cut up some jewels. There's plenty in here that I wanted to use, however I can't. And some over here. The main reason I can't use them is because we have run out of capacity. However, the ones we have selected are nearly perfect in every aspect. Some of them are a little larger, but that's because they have traits that I really want and or hold more than one trait, which I think is pretty useful. So with that, I was able to put, let's see, that's each one of these rows is 5. That's 22 gems on here. That's not bad. If this was a perfect scenario, we would be at 25 gems, so we're only 3 gems off. So, to be honest, that's pretty solid. So, if we were to apply all these, we would be getting 8.4% item rarity, which is really good. Increases the rare loot, 7% item quantity, more items, happy me. Of course, we got to make sure we got the basics, so we got living, ornate, coin, wooden, and gilded. That's basic. I made sure I included something with soulbound, so that in case we do die in the vault, we can automatically have our sickle with us, rather than having to buy it back. That reduces the amount of gold that we have to spend, which is very nice. Mining speed, I think you have to hit like 15 or 18 mining speed to mine the wooden chests pretty quickly, So I said, you know what? I want to mine wooden chests as fast as possible. So I put 26 mining speed. If that's overkill, the next sickle, if I ever need to make another sickle, for sure will have less mining speed so I could stack up more affinities or more traits. Like getting disarm chance to 100 would be really cool. Let's see, what else did I not talk about? Yeah. Um, our tool turned into a little machete because we also have axing. So we have a nice little machete over here, and with that, we're gonna click on apply all jewels. Boom. So let's come over here, get some emeralds, and enchant our new guy over here. Of course, efficiency, unbreaking, and I don't think we need anything else. So we'll just leave it with those two enchants, save us some emeralds, save our XP levels, and like that, we have a brand new OP scythe, the Melded Machete. That's pretty cool. And with that, guys, thank you guys for watching. This was a pretty informationally packed episode. Ooh, I barely noticed that. That's a bit weird. Cool. Glad to have noticed that right now. Wonder if you guys saw that beforehand, but yeah. In this episode, I introduced you to our new base, our castle, some changes with our storage system. We built quite a few create contraptions downstairs, and we have made our new machete. With that, that's a lot of stuff that we have got done, and there was some stuff that I did in between all the cutting. So, with that, I'm going to wrap up the end of our episode. Next episode, I'm planning on building a few more create contraptions and making the angel block. So in between episodes, I will be vaulting to get the ores needed to make said things. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like. If you guys got any suggestions for me, leave some comments down below, or if there's tips that you guys got from me, make sure you leave it down below. It helps me, and it helps those who watch who might need some information that I cannot provide. And with that, make sure to subscribe to keep helping pushing out our content to other vaulters and or new people who just want to enjoy the journey. With that, guys, thank you for watching. Until next time, peace.